Hey, my name's James Nicholson. In this video, I want to talk about how can you legally get rid of tenants in your property. Now, this is coming back in and front and centre because the government have said by the next general election, which they've just announced, I think today or yesterday, is going to be May this year at the latest. So couple of weeks, or not couple of weeks, couple of months, but it's weeks away. They're saying they're going to get rid of Section 21. So I want to talk about what you can do now, what you'll also be able to do in the future, because I think it's really important that if you're a landlord or you want to be a landlord, or maybe you're a tenant, you want to know just what are the rights that the landlord has so you can make sure that you don't cause problems and you don't get unfairly evicted as well. So we're going to talk about that in this video here. If you haven't done already, do subscribe to the channel over there. Go on, do it now and hit the bell notification. We've got more than 20,000 subscribers now. We want to get 50,000 this year. So you can really help me do that by hitting that subscribe button and smash the like button or tickle the like button. Just do something to the like button. The only way we get views on this channel is by people liking the content. That pushes it out to more people. I'll be honest with you, that's what we want. And that's how the YouTube algorithm works. So give that smash over there. So, what is important on evicting a tenant? Well, maybe you are a tenant, you can think of this the other way. Has your landlord done all of these things? Because if not, they're going to have trouble getting you out. So, first and foremost is that you've got to have everything up to date, right? That's important as a landlord. So, up to date. So, what needs to be up to date? First, you need an AST, Assured Short Hold Tenancy. If you've just done this on the back of a fag packet or you've rented to your mate, that is going to be difficult to do. Now, you can get a tenancy agreement drawn up by a solicitor. You can get one in WH Smith's. I probably wouldn't recommend that. Or what I do is I use a lettings agent. They have all of this stuff already. It will save you money and theirs will be watertight. So that's important that you do that. Next, the deposit needs to be registered with an official scheme. So deposit needs to be registered. That's if you're doing it on your own. I've never managed a property on my own. I'm a bit of a softie. If someone owes me rent, I'll listen to all their sob stories and let them get in more arrears. So I have to use a letting agent for me. And that just keeps it more formal and professional. That estate agent or letting agent, they will have the deposits correctly registered. But you can ask the question, is the deposit correctly registered? Is it in a separate account? Insured? All of that kind of stuff. That's very, very important. Next is there is no outstanding maintenance issues. That's important. Why? Well, if you try and evict and you haven't done any maintenance that you should have done, maybe they've let you know that the boiler's broken or something like that, then you won't be able to evict. The court will just strike out that case and you'll waste your money and then you're going to have to wait for another one. So you've got to make sure any maintenance is done. Now, some tenants know this, right? I've had this in the past where I've had a tenant that wasn't paying their rent and then they just kept putting in maintenance in order to make sure that we couldn't get them out. And so those are annoying. It happens. But with using a letting agent, it's very, very rare. I've had hundreds of tenants and this is just something that does happen very rarely. It's someone that knows how to play the system. If that does happen, you're just going to have to get that maintenance done in order to move forward on this process. So that's important. So no outstanding maintenance. You've got to make sure everything else is up to date. So gas safety, that's a yearly thing. That's important that that's done. EICR, you need to check on this. I think that's every 5 years that you do that. That's the electrical inspection. So you need to make sure that's up to date. You need to make sure you've got an EPC in place that's up to date. EPC stands for Energy Performance Certificate. You probably have that if you rented it out, the estate agent or letting agent would have made sure that you had one of those in place. In fact, you might have bought the property and it has one already, so you can use that. So that's something you can do there. The government want you to give them a how to rent guide. How to rent guide. Now, you need to make sure that you can prove that you've given that to them. So I would recommend that you email it to them and you send it in a post if you're managing it yourself. Maybe registered post if you're sending it yourself. But the estate agent will have done that as well. So a lot of estate agents now, they have this in a digital format and the people have to sign it digitally to get the tenancy agreement in the first place. So that's important as well. So all of that needs to be in place. If you don't have that in place, you're not going to be able to evict them. Next, there's two ways to evict them. There's Section 21 and Section 8. Right, Section 21 is still valid. It's not gone anywhere. The Conservatives are saying they're going to get rid of this by the next election, which is less than 8 weeks away. So if that happens, great for them. I'm not sure that they've got the time to do that. Now, originally they said that they would abolish Section 21 when the courts are ready. They're not. They haven't got that sorted. It's just kind of something they're dangling at the moment to just get some more votes and see if that will move them back up in the polls, which they're not doing particularly great in at the moment. So Section 21 is a no-fault eviction. You can get rid of a tenant for any reason. A lot of landlords are not using this in a fair way or an ethical way. They still can do that. So you can get rid of your tenant and then you have the option to put the rent up or do whatever you want with it. That's something that you just can do. I'm not saying it's right or wrong. I'm just saying that is an option for you. It's probably the easiest and fastest way to get that done at the moment. You give them Section 21 and then you just register. Most people will move out. If you give someone a Section 21, most people will move out. You need to give them 2 months notice with this one. So 2 months notice, and I've never had to give one, but I know agents that deal with these, and it's very, very rare that someone wouldn't move out. No one wants the hassle of a bailiff coming and then not having somewhere to go afterwards. So most people will go with a Section 21. Now, if that's gone, which potentially it could be in the next 8 weeks, then what other options have you got? The other option you've got is something called a Section 8. Now, there's various reasons, and I'm going to read off some of these for you here. I need to look down just to make sure I cover all of these, that you can serve a Section 8. One is rental arrears. So if the tenant is more than 2 months in arrears, you can serve a Section 8. It will go to court. It can be a little slow, but that's an option to get that up to date. If you want to move it back to being a holiday let or move it to be a holiday let, if you let them know prior to that in your contract you were considering that, you can do that. If you want to make it a place of religion, you can do that as well. If you want to move back into the property to live there yourself, that's an option as well. If they've had criminal behaviour from that property, that's an option as well. If they're antisocial, so other people have complained to the local council about noise, about mess, that kind of stuff, that can be used on this as well. Noise nuisance is a separate one. Breach of tenancy, maybe you've said that you can't decorate the property and they've painted it all black, or they've got pets that they weren't allowed and stuff like that. If they're subletting the property, you can get rid of them for that. Any illegal use of the property, persistent delay in paying rent, damaging to your furniture in the property. If your mortgage is going to repossess the property, you can get rid of the tenant. If you want to redevelop the property, that's another reason. If the tenant dies and someone tries to take it over, you could do that. If they upset your neighbours, you can do that. Not paying the rent, these are quite repetitive, or if any other serious offences. So Section 8 is a much slower process, and that's why landlords like Section 21. It's easy, it's fast, most people go. Section 8 isn't the end of the world if you've got to do that, but you need to serve it properly. With both of these, you've got to make sure this stuff's up to date. As a landlord, you should have all of this stuff up to date, which is why I always use estate agents or letting agents. By using them, They just kind of manage me. They make sure it's done. For example, one of my properties in Doncaster needed a gas safe certificate the other day, which is fine. And they just did it for me. I didn't even get a call. They just did it. It was like 80 quid, got knocked off my rent. And now I'm compliant. I didn't have to have a conversation about an £80 bill. So that's the best way to get rid of a tenant. Right now, it's Section 21, but probably you might have to start looking at Section 8 moving forward. Let me know your thoughts or comments or stories. I'd love to know your stories. I'm sure we've got some horror stories in the comments below that you can share. Do like the video and check out some other content on my channel. Do while you're here, check out the fundamentals of property investing. It'll teach you how to source property, how to buy below market value, all of this important stuff. I'm going to link in the comments below. It's less than 50 quid at the moment, so do check that out. Do check out some more content on my channel, including this video right here.